It is Tuesday, everybody, but guess what? We have two friends in studio with us today. We've got quite a treat. Lexy, tell us who are these two furry friends we have?
I brought two sisters. I have Olive and Polly. They are a bonded pair, so they are looking to go home together, but they are two very sweet rabbits. They're about 2 years old, so still younger girls, and they're very soft and super sweet.
Yes, they seem it. So I have Polly in my hands right now, and she's just chilling like a villain.
Like a villain.
They're pretty big rabbits, right? Or is this average size for rabbits?
Yeah, so there's lots of different breeds of rabbits. I believe these are listed as Polish. I'm not sure what the average size weight range is for a Polish, but I would say these girls are medium-sized rabbits. They're not going to get any bigger. They are adults, so what you see is what you get, and you get double the fun.
Yes!
So, very sweet, very more soft fluff to pet, really.
Yeah, I see that. I actually had a rabbit growing up. It was a lot smaller, so I was surprised to see how big that they are. But like you said, this is the biggest that they'll ever grow. And obviously, they are different from cats and dogs. But can you talk about some of those major differences that people will kind of have to accommodate to when they bring Polly and Olive home together?
Yeah, I like to think rabbits, although they are different, the care needs are going to be similar to a cat. They're generally easy enough. You can litter box train them just like you could for a cat. They don't need to go outside on walks like dogs, but they do love having some space to roam. So if you have like one room of your house, or for some people their entire house, that are pet safe rooms where you can have them where they're allowed to bounce and roam around, a bedroom or a spare room of some sort where they can just go and be out just like your cats would be. That's super fun for them, and just like dogs and cats, you're going to want to make sure you're bringing them to the vet, that you're getting them any medical care that they need, you're feeding them appropriately, and they are somewhat cat-sized, so while not quite the same, I like to think of them similar enough level of care to a cat.
Yeah, and you can, I have never really like cuddled with a rabbit before, and I can see why you'd want to bring them home. What are some other enrichment activities that you can do? I know you mentioned a couple of them, but like what are some fun things that they like to do when they roam around, or any treats that we can get them when we do adopt them?
Yeah, so there are definitely rabbit safe treats they make specifically for rabbits and other small mammals, and the rabbits that we have at the shelter, we give them cat toys. They're pretty similar. They can also use wooden shoes so that they can chew on things, just like you might have a small animal, other like rodents use. But yeah, you can just, anything you might get for your cat in terms of toys, balls, things like that, rabbits like to play with as well.
Okay, well, speaking of that also, if, let's say, I know you brought up care for having the rabbit in the home, bringing them inside a room, but let's say you have a child who, especially when it's getting a little warmer outside, you want to bring the rabbit out. Should you make sure that they have a collar too as well? Are they more prone to kind of running away?
So collars for rabbits don't really fit super well, but you can harness train. I do know they make harnesses specifically for rabbits, so they're of course going to be shaped a little bit different than a dog or cat. They're meant to fit around their bodies, but that way rabbits have, necks that are different shapes than cats are, so we want to make sure that we are using something that is meant specifically for rabbits, but they do have a variety of supplies like that, so you could walk your rabbit around outside. I have seen pictures of that before. Never in the wild, but I have seen it in photo.
Yeah, and these are conversations, of course, you can have when you stop by the Capital Area Humane Society, so you can take some of these furry friends home and hopefully together. But thank you so much, Lexy, for stopping by and introducing us to our furry friends, especially some of these rabbits that we don't get to see as much. But thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. But don't go anywhere just yet. It's now.